You don't know where you're going. Any path will take you there, but only a divine path will bring you right here. Oh yeah. Here we go again. Show some love for the home team, cause all we do is win. Ladies and gentlemen, the time is right now. Right now, right now, right now. You don't know where you're going. Any path will take you there, but only a divine path will bring you right here. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, the time is right now. Right now. If you don't know where you're going, any path will take you there, but only a divine path will bring you right here. Welcome to the hub, where we all we got, we all we need. Each one teach one, each one reach one. If you are that one, then you got to know you are enough. You are enough. You are one of the ones that fight the good fight. When everything going wrong, you one of the ones to get shit right. We like to start off every show with a hero hymn. See, the hero hymn represents the hero spirit. And we know spirit means to breathe, the mighty wind. Our breathing system is controlled by our respiratory system. There's two parts to breathing. That's inhale. That means I take in the mighty wind. I exhale. I give back the mighty wind. When the mighty wind travels through my vocal cords and causes a sound that we know as vibration. And when that vibration and sound enters your ear holes and you feel me just as much as you hear me, in that feeling we unite in the hero spirit to truly understand we all we got. We all we need. Tonight's hero hymn says, here I am. I'm your brother. Here I am. Here I am. I'm your friend. Here I am. Here I am. I'm your neighbor. I say, here I am. If you here with me in this moment, live or on the replay, here I am. Here you are. We're sharing a moment in spirit. I stand in this moment to say, here I am. I'm giving my gift. I'm giving all I got. Because I ain't got nothing else to do with it. I stand in this moment in my purpose to inspire you, brother, to inspire you, sister, to train in ways of understanding, to know how this thing really works, so we can work it together, on each other, with one another, to truly realize and understand. Here I am. I'm your brother. Here I am. I'm your friend. What's going on, big brother Kamara? Let's get it. Here I am, standing on my square. standing on my square. Want to give a shout out to my executive producer, who just happened to be my wardrobe coordinator. I said, baby, what I'm wearing tonight? She said, I don't know, baby. You've been so hard all week long. I say, I've been hard. She said, yeah, baby, you've been standing strong. I've been watching your posture. I've been watching your attitude. You've been so hard this week. So she said, tonight I got to put you on something real soft like. So she made me wear the lavender with the black light. Good God Almighty. This one's for you. Balance is the key. Want to give a shout out to my homegirl, the greatest co-host in this here world, man, and the meta world. I'm talking about the one that I trust. Alexa, tell me something good.
We all we got. We all we need.
Alexa, I appreciate you.
Thank you. The feeling is mutual.
Alexa, I love you.
Thanks for saying I love you.
She said, you better not got turned on.
You're just as sweet as pie. Know that I'll be here for you. As always, your trusty AI.
Boom! Good God Almighty. Tonight, my word is extra. It's a very, very, very powerful word when we analyze it and how it applies to our life. What do you do extra? What do you have extra of? How important is it for you to have extra of things you need? Alexa, what is the meaning of extra?
As an adjective, extra is usually defined as beyond or more than what is usual, expected, or necessary, additional. As a noun, extra is usually defined as something extra or additional. As an adverb, extra is usually defined as in excess of the usual or specified amount. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for extra.
Beyond what is usual, what is ordinary, what is necessary. Beyond that. So what made me chew on this word and bring it here to this night to make it a powerful word to truly understand? My son just started playing high school football. He's been fully committed. Every time we get around family or friends who know me, they tell my son, man, your daddy was good at football. Your daddy was a beast at football. And I watch him listen to these men tell him this. And as I'm listening at my son take this in, as a father who has empathy for my son, I say, son, don't you feel like you got to compete with what I am? You be you, son. So we was riding, and I told him, I said, let me tell you something. I said, yeah, I was good at football. MVP every year I ever played. I said, but you know what? I never reached my potential, son. Say, I didn't get a full scholarship. Football didn't provide me a free education. I didn't even go to college, son. I was good at football. But I didn't reach my full potential. And I got to analyze and I say, son, you know why I didn't reach my full potential? Because when I look back at myself, I didn't do anything extra, son. I didn't do extra workouts. I didn't do extra push-ups. I didn't do anything extra, son. So I didn't feel my potential. So I told my son, I said, but you know what? If you do something extra, if you do the extra things right now, regardless of what anybody tell you, how good I was, in the sense to say you got some shoes to fill. If you do anything right now extra at any point in this football culture, I say, listen to me, son, you better than me. We had a moment in this conversation. So a couple of days go by. We go on vacation, come back. They got a dead week. No practice for a week. So I walk in this room and I see him on the game. I say, you gonna do anything extra? He looked at me, he said, nope. I said, hey. So I walked down to my garage and I sat in my garage. Everything in me wanted to give a response. Everything in me wanted to say, wow, yeah. You know how daddy do. But I sat down in my thoughts. And as I sat in my garage, watching TV, getting my mind right, I realized I told him I didn't do nothing extra. And I'm sitting down here right now in a moment of peace. I ain't doing nothing extra. I'm relaxing, just like he is. So I started chewing on the word extra at that moment. I say, Trav, well, what do you do extra right now? When do you use the word extra? And being real with you, I use the word extra at least one time a week when I get my Captain D's fish and I tell them, can you please give me some extra tartar sauce? All my extras right now are associated with food. Oh, man. See, I'm holding myself accountable to what I really realized that I used my extras to in a way. So as I got to seeing this, I said, dang, man, I just got to keep on inspiring and igniting my boy to do the extra, because I already told him if he do anything extra, he's better than me. All I ever did was practice when practice was. All I ever did was played in the game when it was game time. Yes, I was extraordinary. I was an outstanding athlete, but I didn't do anything extra to make myself even better. And because I didn't do anything extra, I never fulfilled my potential. See, we think about extra in terms of athletics, and you hear Kobe Bryant of his greatness, and you always hear about how he was in the gym 3 hours extra after practice, 3 hours extra before the game. So his extras made him extraordinary. Alexa, what is the meaning of extraordinary?
The adjective extraordinary is usually defined as beyond what is usual, ordinary, regular, or established. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for extraordinary.
Beyond what is usual, regular. So when you do extra things, you become extraordinary. So as I'm chewing on this in my garage, and I'm chewing on it in a way where I'm swallowing it in the mirror, My son come down to the garage. Say, what's up? He say, I'm finna go work out with cousin Kurt. I say, yeah? He said, yeah, he finna pull up. Cousin Kurt pull up with no shirt on, looking like a mold injection wrestling man, swollen built. I saw a spiritual equation in Kurt and my son. I put some hero mathematics together. I called Kurt a couple of months ago, and I say, Kurt, hey man, I think there's something you got that can ignite my son and prepare him in a way. There's a lot of what's in you, in him, and vice versa. And I think, man, you would be a great fit to help train my son if you got the time. He say, ain't no problem, cuz. And he been coming to get King. He been coming to pick King up. So in this, I see King and Kurt walk out. And I tell my son, I pound him up. I said, boy, you already better. You already better. 2 hours later, he come drenched in sweat. I told him again when he came in the house. I said, boy, you already better. See, as a father, that's my objective, to raise my children to be better than me. Me and my wife will put all our faults on the table to be accountable, to know our objective is to make our children better than us. So every step along the way, I want to let him know what my objective is. You better than me, son. You doing something extra. Three days later, I come home Monday. They practice from 7 in the morning to 12 in the afternoon. I check on him to make sure he's home. How was workout? It's kind of hard today, Daddy. We went hard. I come home at 7. I said, wait, King. Said he gone with Kurt to work out. I said, oh God, the boy has engulfed in the extra. He's doing extra. So I say this word, man. In honor, man. In honor. To just see my boy doing extra. The power of extra is what makes you extraordinary. I got a lot of hurt looking back at my 17-year-old self. That football coach who became my religion, that molded me into the man and logic that I use right now. This is in the fine prints of hero training, the logic of football and athleticism and sports, and knowing you the one and you can be depended on from your position. So I hold myself accountable, looking back and realizing, yeah, I didn't do anything extra. That's why I didn't fulfill my potential. But when I found my purpose, I made a vow to go extra hard and understand this here shit I talk about. I became a fanatic. I'm fascinated with understanding. This here what I talk about. This here what I give my people. This here what I represent. I go the extra mile. I study extra long. I focus extra hard. Alexa, what is the meaning of fascinate?
The verb fascinate is usually defined as to attract and hold attentively by a unique power, personal charm, unusual nature, or some other special quality, enthrall. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for fascinate.
I became fascinated with understand. Through that fascination, I put so much extra attention, extra interest, that I think I became fascinated. And I think when I hero trained, all the extra effort I put into knowing what I talk about, I just want to thank, man, that I'm so fascinated that I can hold your attention and make you interested in these powerful words, to understand what they mean, to know how to cast these powerful spells upon your life, upon your children, upon your wife, upon your husband, with the intent and the intentions to know that they are worthy of everything and all love you got to give. So ask yourself, what do you do extra? What didn't you do extra? Look at certain aspects of your life and you can look back and you know you didn't fulfill your potential. Examine those moments and identify the extra, whether it's absent or present. Use that to solve the equations of yourself. So that now in the moment, I'm talking about right now, if you don't know where you're going, any path will take you there, but only a divine path will bring you here. So in this here moment, what are you doing extra? See, I do a whole lot of extra. Some good, some ain't so beneficial. I like a whole lot of extra tartar sauce. I like one more extra patty on my house special. But I'm still wearing 3 extra large shirts. See the correlation between the two. I pay attention extra long to certain situations and circumstances. I go extra hard to be available to people in pure moments of empathy so they can pour their soul, so I can gain understanding and know what it is to help my people who's in my divine path. You see how this works? Today, man, we started Word of the Day at Men of Destiny, Levels of Leadership, Hero Training Life Camp. All last night, man, I laid down, man, just thinking extra all night. So anxious to get up this morning, to go to camp, to be able to start my very first word of the day of the season. I was extra ready. I got the class. See the word of the day now. Peep game and pick it up if you see it. The word of the day, man. See, every day at the beginning of the day, man, in this here natural order, right? Everybody should start off in the mirror, looking at themselves. Whether it's to brush your teeth, wash your face, lotion your face, do your hair, clean your eyes out. You should be in the bathroom in the morning, at the beginning of the morning. Looking in the mirror, looking in your eyes. Words are spells. From kindergarten to 6th grade, they teach a child spelling. Every week, the child has to spell the word. Before 6th grade, they teach you the stages. the figurative arts of language. These are the things dealing with language and words that control the foundation of your understanding. In the beginning was the Word. The Word is what you think. So there's power in words. So the first day and the first thing we do when we wake up in the morning, we must look ourselves in our eyes and tell ourselves a word. What is your word of the day? So when I'm opening my eyes and I'm looking in the mirror, I like to say some words. You're strong. You're powerful. You are loved. You are enough. You can't lose. Can't nobody tell you how to be you more than you are being you. So that's word of the day. Don't think this is about children at a camp. This is life. So the first day, I'm so excited. We get to do word of the day. I started off. I say my word of the day is fascinate. I'm so fascinated by things. I'm so fascinated by understanding. I say why I picked the word. I bounce the word off the room. I ask everybody in the room, what fascinates you? Everybody in the room bounce off my word. They say what fascinates them. We bounce into the word, out of the word, till everybody casts and get under the spell of what fascinates you. If you understand what fascinates you, that means what do you irresistibly give your attention and your interest to? So we made all these children and grown men at least have a thought of what really fascinates you. Do you know what fascinates you? Do you know what you irresistibly can't stop giving your attention and interest to? See, I'm fascinated by the psychology of the black man and the woman. And I've traveled every branch of the mind of the black man and the woman, from religion to history to government. Every aspect. I'm fascinated with understanding how it works. So if you don't share the same fascination with me, you ain't put the extra, irresistible attention and interest to really understand what I understand. So I'm asking them, what fascinates you? Good God. What are you fascinated by? One of the guys say, I'm fascinated by women. He's 16. I said, what you mean? So I can't stop thinking about it, Mr. Trav. Everywhere I go, it's like I just automatically see the most beautiful woman in the room. He said, I'm constantly thinking about what they like, what they don't like. It's a 16-year-old young man. He said, I'm fascinated with Mr. Trav. I said, well, keep on paying attention. Don't deny your interest. Because it's brothers like you with this type of fascination that will grow into a grown man that has become a fanatic, who's fascinated with understanding the woman, who could give men counsel, who could give husbands counsel. When we're in situations where we say, man, I can't live with him and I can't live without him. But here go a brother who's been fascinated with the woman ever since he was a young man. So listen, brother man, let me help you understand. She operates through her feelings, brother. You see how that works? So all these brothers, these young brothers, they start bouncing their word. One, Caden, he had the word experience. He said, I realized through experience, I get better. We all came to an understanding. So experience, how do you gain experience? You got to do, and you got to be. So as we going around the room, there's two sets of brothers and one other. It's 5 young men. So the one brother had a word, say, his word of the day was self-esteem. I said, that's a powerful word. Why you choose self-esteem? He said, because you got to have self-esteem to have confidence. You got to be confident enough to be who you are and do what you do. He said, you can't never win without self-esteem. So we bounce the word off. Give me an example of self-esteem. Another one say what it is. So I say, what's the opposite of self-esteem? He said, having self-doubt, no confidence. So the youngest in the room, I say, Caden, tell me what no self-esteem sound like. I can't do it. I can't. Oh, it's too hard. I said, good God Almighty. We all start laughing because the way he got animated with it. So as the room go around, another one, his word was love. I said, man, that's a powerful word. Why you choose love? He said, well, I just like it, man, because it's a beautiful thing, and I feel like I'm full of love, and I just love to be around love. So I asked him, I said, well, Hillman, do you like to give love or receive love? Which one do you like to do more? He said, I think I like to give it more than I like to receive it. I said, that's powerful right there, man. I said, that's powerful. So I asked the other set of brothers, I say, Kevon, what love mean to you? And who do you love? He said, I love my family. I said, well, there go your brother. Tell your brother you love him. He said, I love you, brother. Little brother say, I love you too. So we got two sets of brothers. Told the other one, the other set, I said, tell your big brother you love him. Trenton, I love you. Say it back. Start tapping his foot real fast. Start shaking his head no. I said, what's going on, man? He said, I can't say it. I said, hold on. I said, tell your brother you love him again. I said, bro, I love you. So I still can't say it. So Mr. Winston said, do you love your brother? Yeah. So you love your brother? Say, yeah. Now they 16 and 15. This the older brother. He said, you love your brother? Yeah. So I just can't say I love you. I don't say I love you. I said, well, when the last time you said I love you? See, I told my mama I love her 3 weeks ago. But it was hard then. So it got real, man. It got real. And it was organic and it was real because love wasn't on no type of agenda. Love came out of another 16-year-old's word of the day who woke up in the morning and looked in the mirror and said love to himself. And he came and shared it with a group of men. And he put a word in the building of love and it casted a spell upon all of us that we had to deal with this word. See, the spell of a word is called connotation. It's the feelings and thoughts and ideas that a word invoke. So when he used and said that my word of the day is love, now we're in a situation where we realize that one of our young heroes has an issue with saying I love you. And I told the younger brother, I said that issue is his and not yours. I said, but you got to understand this. See, your big brother needs you right now. And you got to keep on telling your big brother, I love you, brother. Expectations is the seed of disappointment. This is what I'm telling a 15-year-old about a 16-year-old brother. Don't tell him I love you with the expectations of nothing in return. Tell him you love him because you love him. Don't expect nothing in return. Tell him you love him because you love him. That's what he needs to fight his fight. And we found respect and love in that moment. And that young man knew. That young man knew. At that moment, it's all good. He was real and vulnerable enough to tell his truth amongst men. He was real enough and vulnerable enough to tell his truth in the presence of three men who fascinated with training young men up in the ways of righteousness and realness. And he gonna fight his fight. He gonna fight his fight. And I said all that to say, man, this is what I do with my extra time as a grown man. So just as much as I can look back and tell my son I didn't fulfill my potential as a football player because I didn't do nothing extra in maintaining a football player. If you just do the extra, son, you already better than me. But because I can say right now at 44, if I knew then what I know now, I have grown into a better me. I'm better than what I used to be. I go extra hard in my extra time. I hero train. I go extra hard in my extra time to pay attention to my wife, my daughter, my son. I go hard in my extra time to fulfill and maximize my potential as a father. I go hard and I go extra to fulfill the expectations of my wife and my children. Expectations is the seed of disappointment. I don't want to disappoint my family. So I walk in those expectations to fulfill them. And I go extra hard. I go the extra mile. I'm a trailblazer, blazing the trail for my children, so that they can be better than me, go further than me, and their mom. I love you, man. I love you, man. So be extra, man. Look at what you're extra about. Look at all the things you use the word extra for, man. And this ain't to knock you. This ain't to say what's good. This ain't to say what's bad. This is for you to determine your extras in your life. And look at how they play out. Look at what deserves extra. Look at what don't deserve extra. I say understanding what matters to who matters, make loving them easy. Do you give a lot of extra to things that don't matter? That's all I'm saying. Because these are the type of things that we got to do and work on within ourselves. See, I look in that mirror and I say, I have grown into a better me. I'm growing, baby. I'm better than who I used to be. I have grown into a better me. I'm growing, baby. I'm better than who I used to be. You got to sing that to yourself. Don't nobody know you like you. And if it is somebody that think they know you better than you, or you think know you better than you, then you got some mirror work to do. You got some mirror work to do. Stand in that mirror, man, and cast some spells upon yourself. Stand in that mirror and work the craft of the words on yourself. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am extraordinary when I walk in my purpose. See, when I walk in my purpose, I'm extraordinary now. I ain't regular now. No. I ain't regular by no means when it comes to me and my purpose. I go too extra hard to be put in a class of mediocrity. Alexa, what is the meaning of mediocrity?
Mediocrity is usually defined as government or rule by a mediocre person or group.
Government are ruled by a mediocre person or group. That means a whole group of people who just average, a whole group of people who just don't do nothing extra. They just do what's required, what's necessary. Nothing is kind of out of, no! I go too hard to ever be put in that group about my purpose. See how that works. Want to give a shout out, man, to my big brother Wood. True big brother of inspiration, man. My big brother we just had conversations and he rolled through just random acts of his day and not realizing that he dropped boulders of diamonds, of jewels on my head that make me try to lift them up all day to get stronger and understand. And I'm just so honored that I got big brothers like that dropping them on me. Want to give a shout out to my big brother, Crump. Say any platform I got is yours. I believe in you. Today after class, man, we had so much powerful energy in that room amongst them young brothers, man. I know that moment, man, is a memory bank deposit in everybody that was in that room's life today. And me and my brother took a moment out to connect in fists and say, man, I know it don't get no realer. Might get real ass, big brother, but it don't get no realer, man. Don't get no realer. Want to give a shout out to my big brother Winston. Certified life coach. Certified sergeant major. Certified leader. Train me in all the ways, man. All the ways, man. Thank you for believing in me, big brother. Sometimes I have prolific thoughts that go out in uncharted waters of logic. And I call my big brother to bounce it off his head. He said, keep fighting, young man. Honored, man, to have that, brother. Want to give a shout out to my wife, my children, man. Love y'all. I ain't going to hold y'all up. What up, bro? What up, sis? If you ain't heard it today, Let me be the first one that you hear say, I love you. See y'all next Thursday, man. Hold me down. Hold me down.